In today's video, we're talking about cleaning in the kitchen. What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video, and today we're doing kind of a vlog style video to talk about cleaning in the kitchen. We've done a video before about cleaning in the bathroom. I'll link that down in the description box below if you want to check that out. But today, I thought we'd clean in the kitchen. So let me go ahead and set you down here. Now, in the kitchen, there are a lot of different things that come up when we talk about cleaning, all right? By the way, if you're new here, my name's Derek, and I help people just like you to discover life after sight loss. Here on this channel, we do product reviews, life advice, encouragement, how-tos, so much more. So if that all sounds good to you, consider subscribing so you don't miss another single video. Now, like I said, in the kitchen, there's a lot of stuff to do. You've got microwaves and stoves and sinks and counters. You got ovens, you got cabinets, you got all these things that are really, really different to clean. Now, you might think, well, you just spray a 409, and that's true, but there's some different things to consider. So, first of all, let's talk about counters, all right? Counters are important. Let's check this out. Counters are important because that's where all your food sits, right? So you got counters, all kinds of counters. And again, those are important because your food sits there, or maybe you have plates, or maybe you have just different things. Like I have a coffee maker here behind me, a toaster, all those things. So you want to have a clean counter. And a great way to do that is, again, using those wipes that we've talked about before. So you wipe the counter down, you do your thing. It's a great way to do it. Now, I use maybe like a dish rag. Let me get this out. Dish rag. I'm from the South. I use a dish rag somewhere. Apparently we don't have a dish rag. Anyway, I use a dish rag, and that's what I use. And so you can use that or, something like that. And every once in a while, wiping it off with water is fine, but you want to get the germs off. So using a wipe, using 409, something like that can be really helpful. Now, let's come over here because we want to talk about the sink for just a second. Now, the sink is one of those things that can get really dingy and dirty. I'm just talking about the sink itself. So I have a white sink here, and I have dishes in here, and I might, I use different products, bleach and things like that. One thing you could probably do is get a set of like those yellow rubber gloves, because you're probably going to have to use your hands a lot, right? I mean, if you're rinsing off a plate or a bowl or a spoon, you want to make sure it gets really rinsed off. I know my son really hates it when he empties the dishwasher, and I have not rinsed the dishes that well. So you get your rubber gloves, and then you can use your hands as much as possible. You're not going to get bleach on them and things like that. Now look, it's not bad to put your hands in the water, get them a little, dirty and grimy. That's not bad. But if you're going around and you want to get really in there with bleach and products, having a set of rubber gloves can be helpful because you're going to get the stuff clean and you're not going to destroy your hands in the process. All right? So then let's talk about stoves. Now, I have one of those flat top stoves, right? So we got the flat surface area, which is, not bad or anything. But when it comes to cleaning off a stove like this, you've got to do it frequently or else it's really going to build up. And the great thing about a flat top stove is, for visually impaired people, it's flat, so you're not don't have a bunch of nooks and crannies to get into. So you can use a few different things. For example, up here I have some, cleaner that we use for our flat top stove that I'll use occasionally. Honestly, I'll just get a dish rag. If I actually had one in the drawer, I'd get a dish rag and put some like dish soap on it and, wipe it off and things like that. Again, if you keep up with it, it's going to be a lot easier in the long run. Now, this isn't really about, how to clean your kitchen. This is just a few tips if you're visually impaired, but I think that's a fair enough tip if you're going to do it. The other thing we have back here is a microwave, and a microwave is one of those things that gets horribly filthy. All right, horribly. Here's a little tip. Put some sort of paper towel or something over your food so in case it does pop, it doesn't go everywhere. But cleaning a microwave, again, just one of those things. You want to get the rag. You want to get something to wipe all of this down. There's a plate in here that's dirty. You got to get that and clean it. I mean, a lot of times when you're cleaning, especially when you're visually impaired, it's just a lot of touch. It's a lot of surface. It's a lot of saying, okay, is this dirty? Is that dirty? That sort of thing. The oven is another one of those things where if you have a self-cleaning oven, where it gets really hot, that can be helpful. And if you are cleaning it, you just got to be careful and cautious when you're trying to clean your oven because, well, it's going to burn you. Now, the last real thing about the kitchen I want to mention is the dishes. Now, I'm a real person. I do have dishes in my sink right now. My wife would probably kill me if she saw me doing this, but oh well. Sorry if you're watching this. But I have real dishes. And cleaning dishes can be a challenge depending on what it is that you're cleaning. If you're just, rinsing off a plate or something, that's fine. But if you've got a really hard to get kind of scrubbing dish sort of thing, then it's going to take a little longer. And I encourage you to take the time. That's the thing about visual impairment and cleaning. Sometimes it just takes a while because you want to make sure you're spending enough time, because sometimes things won't actually be clean, but they'll kind of look clean to you if you have a little bit of vision left. It's like, well, yeah, the floor looks fine or whatever, and that can be kind of difficult. So if you're cleaning a dish, especially one that's like a casserole dish or something, take the time to do it. Let it soak and then take the time to get around it. Now, you might be thinking, well, Derek, this sounds like pretty general stuff. There's nothing really overly specific with visual impairment and cleaning. Well, here's the thing, and as I talked about with cleaning the bathroom, there's really not. I mean, you got to do the things that you do on a regular basis, even though you're visually impaired. So cleaning, sweeping, doing the laundry, dishes, all that stuff, you still got to do it. It doesn't matter if you're visually impaired or not. Just remember that whenever you're cleaning your kitchen, take one thing at a time. Do all the counters first. I know for me, we have counter space, so I'll just wipe all this counter, then this, take it one at a time. Then I might do the stovetop. Then I might do the dishes in the sink. Whatever it is, if you got a dishwasher, that sort of thing, take it one thing at a time. Because if you just simplify it, if you just, organize it, it's going to be a lot easier than going, well, I'll wipe the counter, then I'll do this, and then I'll do when I go back to the counter and I'll let this soak. And just take it one thing at a time. Even if you have to soak a dish and just let it soak, find ways to make it as simple as possible so that when you are cleaning, you can get it done and it actually, be clean. And that's really what's most important. All right, so my question for you today is this. What is one tip you have about cleaning your kitchen? Is it about the sink? Is it about the stove? Is it about the counters? How do you do it? I want to hear about it, and I know others would as well, so let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you liked today's video, if you found it helpful, make sure to show your support by giving it a big thumbs up and sharing it out with somebody that you know. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss another single video. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are, and until next time, remember that sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name's Derek Daniel from LifeAfterSightLoss.com, and I'll see you in the next one.